Hi friends, today's video is a collab with Lifescraftart once again, and I chose some really cute and fun Easter dies and spring dies, so let's go ahead and dive into making these cards. For this card, I'm going to be using 3 die sets from Lifescraftart. These 2 are still available, which are these beautiful decorative eggs. And then this one I'm going to use in a different way, but this is a paintbrush and you can do like drips of color. It comes with butterflies, flowers, things like that. So I'm going to be using those. Those are still available. Unfortunately, the last one, which I'm going to be using the bunnies here, they are not available. So I'm sorry if this set isn't available, but you can find bunny dies pretty much everywhere these days. So I have everything organized via my stack and sort trays from scrapbook.com. On an A2 size card base, I went ahead and I cut out different strips of colored paper and adhered that down. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create some grass. And to do this, I got a little bit creative and was trying to think outside the box. So with the first die cut set from Lifescraftart, this is the paintbrush set. So you get different drops of paint, you get the bristles for the brush, butterflies, leaves, twigs, flowers. But I went ahead and I used this particular one to create blades of grass. So this is what it looks like. I just cut out several different pieces. It looks kind of like a comb. Using my double-sided adhesive, I'm just going to run a strip of adhesive along the bottom here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take each piece and just adhere that right down. So the first piece I just have hanging off slightly off the card. And once I'm done adhering the rest of them, I'll just cut off whatever is hanging over. So I'm going to go in and just continue adding my blades of grass. It's really fun when you look at your dies that you have in a different way and try to use them in a different capacity. It's always really fun to do that. You can continue to add more grass and kind of layer it like that. I kind of want to do that to give it more of a realistic effect. So I'm going to do one more layer, double-sided adhesive to the bottom. I'm just going to put my blades of grass in between where these little forks are. So basically just overlapping here. I like to run my fingers through it so it looks a little bit more realistic and not so straight up and down. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the eggs that I made, and this is using the decorative egg set from Lifescraftart. So it does come with this particular die, which if you don't want to use any of the patterns that are on the eggs, this will enable you to cut an egg out from pretty much any piece of paper, whether it's pattern or solid, if you're not a fan of the designs that are on the eggs themselves. But I went ahead and I cut out 2 pieces. So the top part for the egg, which cuts out the design, and then the backing piece, which is a solid piece. So I've gone ahead and on different pieces of paper, I have created these beautiful Easter eggs that in the light shine with that beautiful glitter. And that top coat is from the Glitterific Folk Art Clear Hologram. This is an absolutely beautiful glitter paint that gives you these really pretty results with your Easter eggs. So I love that. I'm going to go ahead and take all of them out and see which ones I want to use. I'm leaning more towards going within the same color veins of the strips. So pretty much going in that color order. So what I'm going to do is let's just add another one here. You can have some hiding behind the grass, in the grass, in front of the grass, really up to you. So I'm just kind of laying it out to see exactly how I like it. And then we'll go into actually adhering it down. Once you have your eggs placed down in an arrangement that you like, I'm going to use some double-sided adhesive and just adhere my eggs down here. So now that we have our eggs glued down, I am going to be using an Easter sentiment that I already had, so Easter blessings. So I went ahead and cut that out. And then I also used another set from Lifescraftart. I cut out these really cute chocolate bunnies. So I'm sorry this is unavailable, but I'm sure you can use any bunny die that you have or find. And all I did was just die cut it on brown paper to then instantly transform it into a chocolate bunny. I went ahead and I added the extra egg at the front. So now I'm just going to take the Easter blessing saying and place that right onto the card front. Here is the finished card using primarily the 2 die sets that are still available. Again, the bunnies you can just die cut pretty much using any die out there. But this is so pretty. I love all the glitter on the eggs. And I also love how we improvised with the grass using a completely different die set that is not even grass related. It's really fun to be able to use your dies in other capacities. Just get very creative, think outside of the box when it comes to your dies. Okay, so let's move on to card number 2. So for the second card, I'm going to be using this die set. So it comes with a basket as well as some cherries. I'm only going to be using the basket component for this because I want to make an Easter basket type card. So as with the first card, I've done all of my pre-cutting beforehand. And then I also off camera created the background. So just using an A2 size white piece of paper, as well as a backer. This was just some orange watercolor paper I had. Use that as a matte frame for this beautiful Easter, I believe it's from Doodlebug Easter collection this year. I haven't tested these out, but they are the scrapbook.com shimmer flakes, and look at how stunning that is. I love glitter. It's so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and apply the double-sided adhesive to the very front of the card. Ooh, wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. I haven't even started and I am just, whew, that is nice. Okay. So with these containers, they do have a section that prevents the glitter from exiting. It also has like this salt and pepper kind of feature. This will enable the really small pieces of glitter to come through versus the large ones. If you want the large ones to come through and the rest of them, you have this larger opening here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a whole bunch on the card, and this can easily funnel right back in here. But for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and take it and make sure that all of that glitter is kind of massaged into that adhesive. And be prepared, you will get glitter everywhere, but as a crafter, ooh, look at how pretty. Oh, that makes me so happy. But as a crafter, honestly, like this is what brings me joy, is being able to play with all of this beautiful glitter. And so I like it because it's given this gorgeous sheen to the front of the card. And you can still kind of see the pops of color in the background. And I'm going to flake off as much as I can so it does take off most of the excess that's on the top. The excess glitter that I had on my paper, some of it stuck to the paper, and so I was like, well, I'm not going to throw that out because it's really pretty. So I took it outside and I sprayed a clear top coat on top of it, and now I can go ahead and dye this paper or cut it up into pieces and use this in my crafting as well. So here's how it turned out, mixing the confetti and the sunshine together. I love it because you can still see the background paper popping through, but it just adds this really beautiful layer of shimmer and sparkle and just yumminess. So for the top piece, I have gone ahead and I've created a border using a postage stamp die set that I had, and also back that with a really pretty piece of watercolor paper I did. I put some acetate on the front of it because we're going to make this into a faux shaker card, if you will. And then as for my other pieces that I've cut out, I have used the Lifescraftart basket here. It comes with these cherries as well, but I just cut out the basket on brown paper I had, and then I just distress inked it a little bit. And for this adorable chocolate bunny that comes with the bow, I used the Trinity Stamps Chocolate Bunny die cut. And then last but not least, I have also cut out these beautiful little eggs in all different kinds of spring Easter colors. And I used the scrapbook.com nested eggs, and I believe I used the second to the smallest in the set. But it comes with all of these different sized eggs, which is really great to have on hand. So let's go ahead and start assembling everything together. So starting with our basket, I did go ahead and cut a little bit off of the bunny because what I wanted to do was put him inside the basket like that and then have the eggs around it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some double-sided adhesive on the back of this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take my eggs and put them inside my basket like that. We've got our little eggs in our basket. Now we're just going to take the bunny. I'm going to have him with his ears coming forward versus being hidden by the handle. So I'm just going to put him into place just like that. Press them down. I just use some double-sided adhesive, and then we're just going to add a few more eggs to our basket just to make it as full as possible. So let's see, I don't think we've used this darker color. And then I also like to secure the eggs on the back just to make sure they stay in place with a little bit of some clear tape, just to secure that down a little bit more. Here's our little Easter egg basket. I also went ahead and I used the Glitterific clear hologram to sparkle up the eggs a little bit if I didn't mention that already. It's from the Folk Art Glitterific line. So now I'm just going to adhere foam tape adhesive to this little guy. I want it to be more three-dimensional. So before I adhere this down, I do like to just add a little bit of glue on the back just for some extra security to make sure that it does stay down since we are applying this right on top of glitter. It's just a little bit of glue on the back there. So I'm just going to apply that right to the center. Isn't that cute? I absolutely love that. So now all that's left is to add our top layer here. So now I'm just going to remove the foam tape adhesive backing. Same as before, I'm just going to add some glue to the back side of the foam tape adhesive for extra security. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. So you see it looks like a shaker card, but it's faux because we have the glitter actually adhered down to the back side. That is beautiful. I love that. And then for the last finishing touch, I'm just taking a sentiment. I am just going to adhere this right down. And I think what I want to do is do it at an angle here, kind of like this. Here is the second card, and I love how it turned out. It is just so, so, so pretty. Oh my gosh, I could look at that all day. So I did want to go ahead and mention a die set from Lifescraftart, which is this one. It comes with all these different pieces, but this is what you can make with it. The Up House. Is that not beautiful? So I used all of the die pieces from this set, which is still available. So if you want to recreate an Up House, it's not marketed to be the Up House, but clearly all of the pieces match up to being the Up House. It does come with the balloon die cuts here. I didn't want to show this being done on camera because I'm not going to lie, this took a little bit of time, just obviously die cutting all the different colored papers, the balloons, and then also the assembly of it, but it is worth it because this card makes me really, really happy. If you just want to send a I'm thinking of you card to someone that you love, this is a really great way to do it. It's just bright and fun. So all of the die sets from Lifescraftart will be linked in the description below. I do have a discount code of 25%. And additionally, if you do download the Lifescraftart app, you can get 50% off of your first order. So really, really awesome. And then just wanted to quickly mention the clouds I got from the nested cloud die set from scrapbook.com. Obviously, it went perfectly with the Up House theme, and there is stitching. It does die cut stitching onto your paper, which is so fun. Here are the 3 cards I made using the Lifescraftart die set. I will have everything again linked in the description below. You can still utilize the basket. It's a very versatile thing that you can do for fall if you wanted to put apples in there. So there is flexibility with this. It's not specific to Easter. So again, using the Easter eggs die set. I also used this die set from this paint set to mimic the look of grass, the very versatile woven basket, and the Up House. Stunning. I can't tell you which one is my favorite. Having all these cards all together just makes me really happy to look at. It's really fun to receive dies and take a die set like this and turn it into something that is so pretty and can easily brighten up someone's day. Love it. So thank you again to Lifescraftart for collabing with me. I look forward to future collabs, and I will have all of the information down below. Discount code, if you use Lindsay25, that will get you 25% off. If you download the Lifescraftart app, you will get 50% off your first order. I want to wish you friends a very happy and blessed Easter. Keep being inspired, and until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.